What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another high-risk coin pusher video for you all today. In today's video, we're going to be doing a $10 million buy-in. They only gave us one quarter for $10 million. So let's try that quarter on the right-hand side. Hopefully we can get a good push. Come on, big money. Oh, nice. One quarter fell down to the lower shelf. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Wow, that massive tower that was back there fell on the blue shelf, and we got a bunch of quarters back. Let's check it out and see how many quarters we've won. Oh yeah, nice. Check this out. So we got about 60 quarters. That is absolutely exceptional. Yeah, I was not expecting that great big old tower of chips to fall down. Oh nice, that other one on the left hand side, it's shaking a little bit. Might fall down any moment. Keep a close eye on it. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, that was a brilliant push right there. Got a boatload of quarters right there. Still got quite a few quarters left in the bowl. Now they got this thing stacked up pretty good today. I will go over what all they got in there after I collect some quarters. My goodness, that was a massive push right there. There was like so many humongous stacks of quarters on the edge before I started playing. Alrighty, I'm back. So check this out. We got about 260 quarters now. This is doing amazing. So anyhow, what have they got in there today? Looks like one enormous tower of $1,000 chips back there on the moving platform. They got two quarter pyramids in there with gold bars. And they got all kinds of gold towers in there. They got $5,000 chip towers, $10,000 chip towers, and I think I can see two mystery bags behind those great big old towers on the moving platform, or not the moving platform, but the blue shelves. So we might be able to win those later on in the game. We'll see how the game goes. Those two quarter pyramids are right there on the edge, about ready to drop into the tray. Come on. Nice, we got one of them. Sweet. Wow, this is doing really well today. They got, looks like 4 of the white dice in there. If we win them, we get to roll them at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, my winnings will multiply by those numbers. So we definitely have the potential to make way over $10 million today. Oh yeah, but nice. We got that other quarter pyramid to go. Sweet. That stack of $5,000 chips, it's real close to the edge. So anyhow, let's collect some quarters real quick and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, ANV Coin Pusher has her turn. Let's get right back to pushing. So that previous round was a huge success. We made a tremendous amount of money. I think we made a little over 20 grand or something. And we got 14 ounces of gold so far. The gold bars, they're worth whatever 1 ounce of gold is at the moment. I think they're around like $1,960 an ounce right now. Well, that's what the spot price of gold was yesterday. So if somebody can let me know what the exact spot price of gold is today down in the comments, I would highly appreciate that. So we got like 14 ounces of gold, and last but not least, we got like, let's see, what was it? 700 quarters. So this is doing incredible. I was not expecting. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Tower back there on the moving platform. It's about to go. Oh my goodness! Nice, we got that massive tower of $1,000 chips, and check that out. There's a brown mystery bag hidden inside of it. Wow, that is absolutely fabulous right there. Holy macaroni, we're making a fortune today. Yeah, this might be a new world record win, who knows? It keeps on pushing this good. So we'll open up that brown mystery bag here in a few minutes after we win it. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully there's something really, really good and valuable in there. And I can't remember if I pointed this out already or not, but they got a yellow mystery bag behind that tower, $10,000 chips. And a green mystery bag behind that tower of $5,000 chips. Y'all probably can't see them, but I can. Oh yeah, getting tons of $1,000 chips out there in the middle, that's for sure. Them gold towers on the left and the right corner, they're getting pretty close to falling off there. They're both right there on the edge. I don't think it'll take too much more to get them towers. Yeah, but the towers on the sides sometimes take hours upon hours to fall down. There's been several times I've played up to like 7 or 8 hours trying to get them towers on the sides to fall. If I didn't get them to fall down within 7 or 8 hours, I would just pay extra to have the towers moved, or I would just give up on them. Like, I mean, I wasn't going to pay extra money to get a tower of $10 chips moved, but if it was like $10,000 chips, or $25,000 chips, then I probably would. So we only got a couple quarters left in the bowl. We got like 8 of them or so. There they are. Well, I dropped most of them in at the wrong time. Oh wow, that was a bunch of quarters that just fell off the right hand side. So anyhow, let me go see what I've won real quick and we'll get right back to work. Alrighty, I'm back. So check this out. We got that brown mystery bag. So let's go ahead and open it up and see if there's anything good and valuable and beneficial in there. So let's see. Oh my goodness, nice. Check this out. So we got 3 white dice. Like I said, we get to roll these white dice at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, my winnings will multiply by those numbers. Plus, if I could get all 4 of them white dice right there, that will make 7 white dice that we've won in total. That is absolutely exceptional right there. Like I said earlier, this might be a new world record win today. Really hope so anyway. And we also got a $5 chip, a $1 chip, a $10 chip, a $50 chip, and another $1 chip. So these 2 $1 chips right here, each one of these is worth 500 quarters. So I get to cash both of these in, then will give me an extra 1,000 quarters. So I'll cash those in here shortly. And this $50 chip right here, we get to cash this in at the end of the game. They will take anything that's fallen down the side slots and they'll put it back into the play field. And if you don't know this, anything that falls down the side slots, that money goes to the house. But with this $50 chip, we get to cash it in. They'll put everything that we've lost back into the game somewhere. Pretty much give us a second chance at winning it. So that's really beneficial right there. In this $5 chip, we get to cash this in. They will take all of those towers that are on the blue shelves and they'll put them into the playfield somewhere. So that's amazing. And last but not least, we got the $10 chip. So pretty much this right here is worth 1 free tower. So I get to spin this wheel, and the wheel has all these different types of chip values on there. For example, $5,000 chips, $10,000 chips, $1,000 chips. It goes as low as $10 chips. And it goes as high as $25,000 chips. Anyway, we get to spin that wheel. Whatever it lands on, that's what type of brand new tower they'll build somewhere in the playfield. So I think I'm going to try like 1 more bowl of quarters. Then if that doesn't get these remaining towers to go, we'll go ahead and cash in those $1 chips and that $10 chip. So anyhow, let's get right back to pushing. That last round was really successful. I think we made like a little over $500,000 in chips and maybe a couple more gold bars, maybe, I can't really remember. And still doing pretty well on quarters, I guess. I think we got about like 730 of them. So once I cash in those 2 $1 chips, that'll put our quarters up to about 1,800 of them, because that'll give us an extra 1,000 quarters. And that should be way more than enough quarters to get the whole machine cleared out today. Yeah, those towers on the sides, they can be pretty stubborn. The reason why, it's those gutters that are like on the sides there. Like, if there's any towers or weight on the corners, the quarters will just take the easiest route, the easiest path of travel. And that would be around the tower or it would be down the gutter. And the quarters have to be lined up perfectly for it to move the towers on the sides. That's why you might see one of these towers like move once out of every 20 or 30 pushes, and then it could take hours to get it to fall. So that's why them towers on the sides are pretty difficult to win. Anyhow, there's all kinds of towers on the blue shelves today, and like 2 mystery bags. So there's actually quite a few ways I could win all those towers that are on the blue shelves. Well, today we got that $5 chip, so we'll get to cash that in. They'll take all those towers that are on the blue shelves, and they'll put them into the playfield for free. Nice, we got that massive tower of gold that was on the right-hand side. And that one had a white dice on top of it. That is absolutely fabulous right there. Now, those white dice are very important to win. That's how you can make millions off of these games. Anyhow, there could be a red earbud. That means the exact same thing as that $5 chip. If I win either one of those two, I would get to cash it in. They would move all them towers that are on the blue shelves at the playfield. But if that $5 chip or red earbud was not in there, it would cost me 2 times the original buy-in. So today that would be a $20 million buy-in to get the blue shelves cleared off, and that'd be a $30 million buy-in in total, since the original buy-in was $10 million. But luckily we don't have to worry about paying that large sum of money because we already got that $5 chip. So anyhow, that right there was the last of our quarters, so I'm going to go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and those 2 $1 chips real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, AMD Coin Pusher has her turn. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in those 2 $1 chips and that $10 chip. They gave us an extra 1,000 quarters, and we got to spin that wheel, and today it landed on $25,000 chips. As you can see, they built a massive tower of $25,000 chips back there on the pusher. So that's going to be like probably an extra $4 or $5 million once we get that to go. So like I said earlier, this might be a brand new world record win today. I hope it is anyway. I can't believe all this started with only 1 quarter. It is incredible what 1 quarter can do sometimes. I mean, they're very, very risky. And the reality of the situation, before I started playing this, they told me that there was 28 people that had played before me and tried the 1 quarter challenge for a $10 million buy-in. I mean, you do the math, $10 million times 28, because 28 people played this game. So they made like $280 million today. So they make a lot more money than they give out. Come on, big money, give me something. Oh yeah, I'm getting tons of quarters back, that's for sure. Yeah, and there's been times I've lost up to like $200 million playing these games before. I mean, sometimes it'll take like 5 or 10 buy-ins just to get it moving at all. Like, for example, say the original buy-in was $50 million, and say they give me like 50 quarters or something. Once I lose all 50 of those quarters, that's like $50 million lost right there. And there's been times I've just kept on doing buy-in after buy-in, and we've just lost it all. But then there's also been times I've spent like 50 million and walked out of here with like 300 or 400 million. Oh my goodness, nice, we got that tower of $25,000 chips. Wow, that was a massive win right there. My goodness, we just made out like a bandit. Oh yeah, that's like 300 or 400 grand falling down into the tree every single push. Only takes 4 of them to make $100,000. We're getting like probably 20 or 30 of those every single push. My goodness. So take a guess down in the comments and let me know how much money you think we're going to make back today from a $10 million buy-in. I know that's a lot of money to spend, but I do this for you all. Try to make the best content out there, and I try to make these videos as entertaining as possible. And I know a lot of y'all like to see the big buy-ins, so that's why I do these. And let me know down in the comments if you'd want to see more videos like this. What is your all's favorite types of videos to see? Do you all like the 1 quarter challenges? Do you all like the 1,000 quarters at once videos? You like small buy-ins, like $500 buy-ins all the way up to $5,000 buy-ins? Or would you want to see like $50,000 buy-ins up to $100,000? Or would you want to see like 1 million to 5 million, 50 million to 100 million? Just let me know what types of videos you'd want to see down in the comments, and I'll try my best to make that happen. So we only got a couple quarters left in the bowl. Oh, and I forgot to point this out. Well, I forgot to mention this. Here, let me show y'all real quick. They're giving us baskets now. Check this out. So used to, about a couple weeks ago, whenever we'd win anything over 1,000 quarters, the rest of the quarters would just be laying on the floor. We wouldn't have anything to put those remaining quarters in, because we can only fit like 1,000 quarters in the bowl at one time. The rest of them would just be laying on the floor. But I mean, they started giving us those baskets to put the quarters in now. So it's pretty nice. Now we don't have to collect quarters so often. We can just keep all the quarters sitting on top of the machine. Come on, big money. Yeah, I'm surprised these towers of chips that are on the sides haven't fallen over yet. Well, we got that gold tower that was on the right-hand side, but not much movement on that left side, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I guess we should be pushing on the left-hand side, shouldn't we? Oh yeah, we're about to get $5,000. Nice, there it goes. And it looks like we just trick shot another $5,000 chip back into the playfield that we'd lost to the blue shelf. So that's another way I could get some of those towers off the blue shelves without having to pay 2 times the original buy-in or cashing in that $5 chip. I could stack the quarters up really high back there on the moving platform. And you see how those like towers that are on the blue shelves are hanging over the blue shelf just a little bit? They're like hanging onto the pusher or something. Sometimes if you stack the quarters up real high back there, you'd have a good chance of trick shotting them towers into the playfield. That is really difficult to do, and I doubt it would work for those great big old towers. That's probably like 5 or 6 pounds each, all those chips. So anyhow, that right there was the last of the quarters, so let's collect some quarters real quick and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&V Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. Oh my goodness, did you see that? One of those towers on the left side fell down and it knocked down one of the towers that was on the blue shelf. Wow, that was like a domino effect right there. That is amazing. I was not expecting that to happen. So anyhow, that last round was incredibly successful. Guess how much money we made? Ended up winning $6,135,000 in chips. That is phenomenal. Yeah, all those $25,000 chips really add up, that's for sure. So we could keep on winning like that. This definitely might be a new world record win today. I hope it is anyway. Yeah, if you can get lucky enough and that wheel lands on $25,000 chips, then you can really make a lot of money at these. Yeah, but most of the time here lately, that wheel has been landed on $1,000 chips or 1 ounce gold bars, but today it landed on $25,000 chips. So I guess we got pretty lucky today. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, winning all kinds of $10,000 chips and $5,000 chips on the left. So this right here is going to be the last round, and if that doesn't get these remaining towers to go, I will go ahead and cash in the $5 chip. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got that gold tower with the white dice on top of it. Sweet. About to get a bunch of chips on the left-hand side also, and a gold bar. And if you don't know this, they give me the option to trade in the gold for cash, whatever the spot price of gold is at the moment. Or they would just let me take the gold home with me. I normally keep all the gold in a safety deposit box. And I've heard the gold bars are going to go way up in value over the next couple years. So I try to save as much gold as I can. I mean, it all depends on how much money I've won that particular day. So say if I lost a lot of money, sometimes I'll trade those gold bars in for cash. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, that was a nice push on the left-hand side there. Now these 2 towers right there, they're getting real close also. Almost finished with that bowl of quarters. If this doesn't get anything, we'll go ahead and cash in that $5 chip. Just don't want anyone to get bored with none of the towers really falling down. I mean, that left side, that was a huge surprise. That tower fell over that was on the blue shelf. It was like a domino effect. One fell over that was on the playfield, then it knocked over one that was on the blue shelf. Then that gold tower fell down out of nowhere on the left side. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and cash in this $5 chip real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, A&V Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $5 chip. They took all those towers that was on the side tables, and they Put them all into the play field. Looks like they combined most of them into like one gigantic tower of chips back there on the pusher. The bottom layer, those are $5,000 chips, and the top layer, $10,000 chips. They put both of those mystery bags inside of that tower. I can see them from here. They put like 2 of the smaller towers on the corners. Those might be a little bit stubborn, we'll see. And looks like they built a ginormous tower of gold in the center. Oh yeah. Nice, that ginormous tower fell down already. Wow, I was not expecting that tower to fall that fast. That is exceptional right there. So, I think now would be a good time to focus on the sides. Try to get those 2 towers moving, because those might be pretty stubborn. So I think we should focus on the sides while we have some pressure and weight in the center of the machine. So, oh yeah, the rest of those $5,000 chips fell off the moving platform back there. So I'm trying to push on the sides, but the quarters keep on rolling over to the center. I think the machine might be unlevel or something. I've told you all about that before. Oh nice, we just got both of those mystery bags. So let's get that loot chute cleared out real quick. Well, I'm glad I got that loot chute cleared out when I did, because it was like getting really full. We'd ended up losing something if it got any more full than that. Oh yeah, that was a good push right there. Got a boatload of $5,000 chips. Yeah, take a guess down in the comments and let me know how much money you think I'm going to make back today. I'm going to guess might win like maybe $30 or $40 million profit. I'm hoping so anyway. I mean, as of right now, we're down, I think it was about $83 million, something around that. So we need to at least make $83 million profit on this game right here to break even for the day. Yeah, I played 3 other games before this one, and unfortunately all 3 of those was losing games. And I know it looks like I win all the time. That's because I only post the winning videos. I never really upload the losing games. And I've tried posting the losing videos in the past. Y'all didn't seem to like those too well. And plus, I try to keep this channel as positive as possible. So that's why I just stick to posting the winning videos only. But anyhow, I'll probably win 1 out of every 3 or 4 games I play. So, like I said, we've lost 3 games before this one right here. So, might get a win on this one. I hope we can make back that $83 million. Because if not, we're going to be down a lot of money, that's for sure. Alright, so we only got a couple quarters left in the bowl. Oh wait, we still got some more quarters in that basket. Completely forgot about the basket. Alright, so let's finish out the quarters that we have in this basket. Then I might try like 1 more bowl of quarters, and if that doesn't get these other 2 towers to go, we'll go ahead and cash in that $50 chip. And they'd probably rearrange those 2 towers that are in there. Or they may just keep them where they're at. Who knows? Come on, massive push. Now, we're definitely winning tons of quarters back today. Should have way more than enough quarters to get it all cleared out. I hope so anyway. Alright, so we probably got like 100 quarters left in the bowl. I mean the basket, so let's get them in there. Yeah, those towers on the sides, I think they knew what they were doing when they were setting those up. They knew those would be quite difficult to win. Yeah, they're barely moving at all. I mean, I think I'm seeing the quarters underneath of the towers move forward a little bit, but the towers are just stuck right there or something. Alright, so we got like a couple quarters left. There they are, so let's go collect some more quarters real quick and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, I'm back. So before we continue playing, I'd like to go ahead and open up one of these mystery bags. So let's go ahead and open up the green mystery bag. See if there's anything good and valuable in there. Feels really heavy, so let's see. What do we get? Oh my goodness, nice. Check this out. So we got 2 of the silver dice. If you don't know what those are for, you get to roll them at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, the quarters will multiply by those numbers. And looks like we got 6 of the gold dice. If you don't know what the gold dice are for, we get to roll them at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, the gold will multiply by those numbers. That is absolutely exceptional right there. So anyhow, let's get right back to pushing. I will open up that yellow mystery bag after this bowl of quarters right here. So at least that'll give you all something to look forward to. Like, open up one mystery bag now, then open up one later. A lot of y'all said like that better than open them all at the same time. So yeah, do y'all think I'll be able to get these remaining towers of $10,000 chips? They're being insanely stubborn at the moment. So, I don't know. They may rearrange those towers whenever I cash in that $50 chip, or they may just leave them in the exact same position. You know something we have not tried today? We haven't tried that skill stop technique. So, let's use that skill stop, load up like 300 or 400 or 500 quarters at once. Oh yeah, stacking it up pretty good so far. So let's put a couple more handfuls of quarters in there, then I will release that skill stop button. Alright, let's see what that does. Come on, big push, give me something. Yeah, we just need a pretty good base of quarters behind those 2 towers. I think that's the only way we're going to get them to move forward at all. Oh yeah, did you see that? That tower on the right hand side moved forward a bunch. So let's try that same technique again. Let's use that skill stop button, load up a bunch of quarters at once. We used all the quarters that was in the bowl, so now I'm taking quarters out of that basket. So after we run out, we'll cash in that $50 chip. So stay tuned for that. More exciting gameplay coming right up. And like I said, whenever we cash in that $50 chip, they will take everything that's fallen down those side slots and they'll put it back into the playfield. And who knows, that loot box of theirs might be loaded up with stuff that other people have lost. I mean, it all depends on who last won that $50 chip. Because if the person that played here before me had won that $50 chip, then there's not going to be any extra money in there, down in their loot box. But if nobody's won that $50 chip today, then their loot box should be loaded up with stuff that other people have lost. So anyhow, that's like probably 650 quarters at once. That was all the quarters I had left in the basket. Well, it was most of them anyway. Might have like 2 or 3 more handfuls left to put in there. Well, I've seen that tower on the right hand side move, but not so much the one on the left. Yeah, that uses up a bunch of your quarters, that's for sure. So let's finish out the quarters that we have in the basket. And if that doesn't get these towers, we'll cash in that $50 chip. Oh yeah, we're getting tons of quarters back. Well, we're pretty much just winning the quarters that we put in there. We're not really making anything. We're just pretty much getting what we put in there back. Oh yeah, that tower on the right just moved forward a bunch. Did you see that? Might zoom in on that later on whenever I'm editing. Alright, so one more handful of quarters left. There they are. Come on, we need a good push. Give me something. Oh, wow, that was a waterfall of quarters right there. Not bad at all. So I'm going to go ahead and cash in that $50 chip real quick, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alright, I'm back. So I completely forgot to open up this yellow mystery bag, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way real quick, then we'll cash in that $50 chip. My goodness, I can barely even open this one. Oh my goodness. Wow, check this out. This mystery bag had 4 bounty chips in there. Each one of these is 500 free quarters on any game I choose. So I could use 2 of these on one game, and then I could put 1,000 quarters in there at once. So we got 4 bounty chips. That is absolutely exceptional. I was not expecting to win those today at all. That is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and cash in that $50 chip real quick, and we'll get right back to it. Alrighty, AMV Coinbusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $50 chip. They took everything that was down in their loot box. They put it all back into the play field. And it turns out not a single person has won a $50 chip today. So pretty much all of these chips and gold bars that you're seeing in there is stuff that other people have lost at the side slots playing these games today. If I'm not mistaken, we just got a blue mystery bag and a $5 chip. So we'll get to cash in that $5 chip later on, and they will take those 2 towers that are on the blue shelves and they'll put them into the playfield. So it looks like we got one of those gold towers to fall down back there on the moving platform. That's pretty good. And also, those 2 towers that was being stubborn on the left and the right, I think they moved those over toward the center a little bit, so... Oh yeah, jackpot baby, nice, we got that massive tower of gold to fall down, and we got that tower of $1,000 chips. That is outstanding. Nice, it keeps on raining. It's raining $1,000 chips, $5,000 chips, gold bars, my goodness. Oh yeah, that was a boatload of gold we just got right there. About to get that tower on the right. Nice, there it goes. That was the one that was being pretty stubborn. Oh my goodness, do you see that? That dice is so close to the gutter, so we need to push on that right hand side. That's the only way we could save that. Anyhow, let's get that loot chute cleared out real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's keep it going. So we got that loot chute all cleared out. Now we just need to push on that right hand side. Try to save that dice. Don't want it to fall down the gutter. That would not be good. Come on, big money. Yeah, we just need it to fall over the edge, and then we'll switch back over to the left hand side. But for now, just to be on the safe side, let's continue pushing on the right side. Oh yeah, that was a boatload of chips we just got right there in the middle. I think all those was $5,000 and $10,000 chips. Yeah, I'd say we've at least won like 13 or 14 million dollars in chips today. And if all those dice treat us good and they land on some outstanding numbers, then my goodness, might be a new world record win. I hope so anyway. So I think that dice is pretty much safe, so now I think we should push on that left hand side. Try to get that great big old tower to crash down. Come on, big money. Nice, it's got a gold bar on the left side there. Getting tons of quarters back right now. And that dice, it's like hanging over the edge just a tiny bit. Come on. Oh yeah, sweet, we got that dice. So that is 100% safe now. So let's finish out this bowl of quarters, then we'll start playing with the quarters that we have in the basket. Come on, big push. Give me that tower. So I think we should push on that left corner now. It's the only way we're going to get that tower over there. I mean, hey, at least we got one of them to fall down. The one on that right side, that one is being pretty stubborn. Hoping this one on the left-hand side gets going here in a few minutes. The camera says I've been playing for 4 hours, 47 minutes, and 7 seconds. So we've been playing a pretty good while now. But not going to stop till we have the whole machine cleared out. Nice, we got that right-hand side all cleared out. We got that gold bar. And that tower's moving here and there, like once out of every like 5 or 6 pushes. Might move. Come on, big money. Alright, well that right there was the last of our quarters. Let me collect some quarters real quick and we'll get right back to it. Alright, I'm back. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this blue mystery bag. And after that, I will go ahead and cash in that $5 chip, and they'll take those 2 towers that are on the blue shelves and they'll put them into the playfield. So let's see, what do we get? Oh my goodness, nice, check this out. So we got another white dice. That is absolutely spectacular. So how many white dice does that make us in total now? Like 7 or 8 of them? I'll count them up later on. I'll let y'all know how many dice we've won. So anyhow, let me cash in that $5 chip real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, A&V Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $5 chip. They took both of those towers that was on the blue shelves. They put them all into the playfield. Looks like they combined them all into like one enormous tower back there on the moving platform. It's already getting pretty close to falling off of there. And that tower that was on the left-hand side, they combined that all into like one gigantic tower right there in the center. So, right there on the edge, about ready to go. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, nice. We got 3 or 4 ounces of gold. Nice, there we go. Got that tower. Oh yeah, that was a nice push. Oh yeah, it's raining $25 chips, $10 chips, $1,000 chips, $5,000 chips, and $10,000 chips. Again, most of those low value chips that you're seeing in there was in other people's games, and they just ended up losing some of them to the side slots because there was no $10 chips or $25 chips in the game I was playing today. So just thought I should point that out in case somebody was wondering. Well, we almost got it all cleared out of there. I'm pretty sure we can get it before we run out of quarters. Alright, only got a couple quarters left. Alright, there they are. Nice, we got most of it. Only 10 grand to go. Let's get it. Oh yeah, 5,000 to go. That's going to get it right there. Come on, big money. Nice, we got it. Got it all cleared out of there today. That is absolutely spectacular. This has been a fabulous game today. Absolutely fabulous. So now I'm going to call them back here. I think we've won 16 dice in total. We got 8 white dice, 6 of the gold dice, and 2 of the silver dice. They will put all them dice back there on the pusher. We got to roll them on out to that lower level, whatever they land on, get the multiplier winnings and our gold and our quarters by those numbers. So let's call them over here real quick and we'll get right back to it. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's keep it going. So I called them over here. They put all 16 of them dice back there on the moving platform. So let's roll them on out to that lower shelf. Hopefully they'll land on some enormous numbers. Well, we got a 1 and a 3 so far. The 1 does not count. So if any of them dice land on a 1, just act like they don't exist. Oh no, that gold dice. Nice. Well, both of those dice flipped over to... Oh my goodness, well that white dice landed on a 1, but it flipped over to a 5. So pretty much all those dice that was landed on 1s flipped over to something else. So that is amazing right there. Now we still got a couple more dice to roll down to the lower shelf. Alright, so it looks like the gold dice landed on a 1 and another one of those white dice landed on a 1. So let's try like one more push and see if that'll flip the dice. So we're going to have to stop right there because if any of them dice were to fall over the edge or down the side slots, we'd lose them. They would become duds. So anyhow, that's not bad at all. Most of those dice landed on some phenomenal numbers. So now I'm going to count everything up, multiplier winnings and our gold and our quarters by all that, and I'll let y'all know what we've won back from a $10 million buy-in. Be right back. You all are not going to believe how much money I've won today. This is absolutely insane. I ended up winning $15,724,695 in chips, and all of those white dice combined ended up multiplying my winnings by 32. And in total, I ended up winning $503,190,240 from a $10 million buy, and that is absolutely outstanding. That's another huge life-changing jackpot win right there. Absolutely mind-blowing. And on top of that, ended up winning 234 ounces of gold. And all of those gold dice combined ended up multiplying the gold by 23. And in total, I ended up winning 5,382 ounces of gold today. And those are around $1,960 a piece. And last but not least, I ended up winning 1,327 quarters. And all those silver dice combined ended up multiplying the quarters by 8. And in total, I ended up winning 10,616 quarters today. And I'm going to divide that by 4 to get the dollar amount. Ended up winning $2,654 in quarters. That is absolutely spectacular. It's been an excellent game today, that's for sure. And last but not least, I ended up winning 4 of the bounty chips. So each one of those is worth 500 free quarters on any game I want. So that's not bad at all for a $10 million buy-in. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, be sure you leave a like and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications, that way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care and have a wonderful day.